Hey everyone, I'm What Hamster.
I'm Psy Alpha 08.
You still here with me?
Still fiddling with his headphones.
Actually, to tell the truth, it's because I have him chained down on a chair. So, I actually, this time around, went, alright, I'll finally use the... I'll stop sucking at hammer and start sucking with the Narga gun lance. So,
So here we are.
yeah. So, purple sharpness because Narga weapons. And, I think it's like 50% critical, decent damage for a lance. This is basically being my main bread and butter gun lance. I'll be showing a few others off, but this is mainly what I'll be using, just because Narga weapons are great.
That's a really weird gun lance.
Oh, it's because it's not folded out yet. And, so we're gonna be hunting the, Narga in the old jungle. I hate this place. The old jungle is a terrible place to fight. I'm just
Well, it is a jungle, and old.
Well, it is extra horrible to fight in the old jungle, and you'll see why once I zone through there. Got some nice sights, though, but... Well, in this area. Yeah, so... The old jungle, ladies and gentlemen. Where's Narga? Where's Narga? I can't see Narga. I can't see 2 feet in front of me. I can hear him.
He's some kind of weird bat thing.
No.
Well, he kind of looks like it.
No, it's a panther. So, yeah, this is the reason why the old jungle is terrible to fight in, because you cannot see anything. And with
Trees!
Yeah. And with Narga, you're gonna get yourself killed if you don't know what, what attack he's gonna do. And that attack there will one-shot you. If you get hit by it. I'm not kidding you, it will one-shot you, literally. So, yeah, you want to be careful with his tail. Actually, that's one of the reasons why, like...
You just want to be careful around him, period.
Yeah. I think you already know what this fight is like in Try, but don't mention the name of the monster.
I do not remember fighting him.
It is white, and it has long teeth, and is in the snow. You know, it has long saber teeth.
Oh.
It's in the ice area.
Oh, yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had plenty of trouble with him.
Oh yeah, he's a jerk, but I think we'll talk more about that when we actually do fight one. But one good thing about when he does the tail slam is you can get some free hits on the tail. I always like to go for the tail. It's, I don't know, I just really...
A lot more deadly than anything else.
No, I just like tail carves. I can't explain it. I just like to cut the tail off of things.
That's really weird.
Yeah. No, I just like that you can cut a big chunk off of the monster and then they have a smaller hitbox. But in this case, it actually really helps with Narga because he has several attacks with his tails. Or not tails, he has one. What am I talking about? The one where he does a sweep, it actually stretches the tail out when he does the sweep with the tail. So if you cut off part of his tail, it won't stretch out as much, and it has a really hard time hitting you. Not to mention when he does his tail slam, that will one-shot you. It helps, and I think when you get the first break on the tail, because you actually damage the spike quills on the tail, it actually reduces the amount of spikes he'll shoot out after you with his tail. I'm not sure because, I can never find any reliable information resource about what all the breaks do. At least not for Freedom Unite. To be honest, I've had to have Paperline tell me what all the breaks do on Narga. Well, the wing breaks at least. Apparently the wing breaks are a lot more important than I thought they were. They will make, every time Narga jumps, he has a chance of just toppling over and get stuck on the ground. So, wing breaks. Gotta get him. And he does not want to go in that trap. And I get spiked.
See,
Now he goes into the trap.
this makes me sad we don't have gun lances in Try.
As long as they're the upgraded gun lances, not the really crappy Freedom Unite ones.
We don't have any gun lances.
No, I know. But as long as they put proper gun lances in and not these really, really terrible ones. Because the, well, you've probably heard me complain several times about the gun lances and how the gunning damage just doesn't scale at all.
Yeah.
Like, in normal rank, again, I'm just gonna say it again because, I like harping on this subject. Normal rank, gunning's pretty overpowered, to be honest. You get gunning level 3, it's great, you have fun with your gunning, with your gun lance. I have a good time with it. And then you get to high rank, and you're still stuck on level 3 gunning, but at this point, you should be getting, I'd say, in high rank, maybe level 4 gunning. But you don't. Then when you get to G rank, you get level 4 gunning, but by then it's kind of too late, and your gunning is still terrible. You can get a level 5 gunning gun lance, but it's only one weapon in the entire game, and it's terrible when it comes to actual physical damage. It has no elemental damage either. It is, believe it or not, it is a gun lance the shape of a giant cob of corn. And it is called a popcorn gun lance.
No. Could be worse.
And your shield is a big straw hat. It's actually pretty great.
Well,
And the cats come to steal. I hate melee
Monster
lances.
Hunter 3 has one of the best lances I've seen.
You're talking about the swordfish one, right?
The shark.
Oh, the shark. Yes, the shark. No,
Shark
for some
lance.
reason I thought swordfish because there's actually a swordfish gun lance, not gun lance, but lance in this game.
Nope, it's just a shark.
Yeah, it's actually.
They
pretty
literally
great.
took the shark and put it in your hand.
Yeah. If people do vote for lances in Freedom Unite, not Freedom Unite, Try, I'll probably show that off. Yeah.
And the shield is a little no swimming sign.
I might just show it off just because in Try. Who knows?
It's also a very decent lance.
When I get to that point, I'll burn that bridge and all that. But for now, I kind of got to focus on my multiplayer videos in Freedom Unite, unfortunately. Why I say unfortunately is because it's going slower than I want it to go.
And whose fault is that?
Heat Wizards. I have no life, but Heat Wizard has a life. That Heat Wizard, I tell you. This is the last time I play games with someone who has a life. No, I kid. It is acceptable that Heat Wizard has things to do other than...
As long as you're getting things done every now
Oh,
and
yeah,
then.
we're getting things done, but it is the socialist... It is the socialist speed of things. It gets done, but very slowly. Eventually, it'll be done.
And eventually it'll all collapse on itself.
Well, let's be honest. Everything does that eventually.
True.
But that's just because of corruption. Governments go, well, yeah, this idea is great, but we should have more benefits and a higher paycheck. So I know this was all about, I don't know, communism, socialism, being a Democrat, and all that sort of thing.
Insert political party here.
Yeah, exactly. And then they give themselves all the benefits because why not? They can make all the rules. And
Screw the rules. I have
yeah,
money.
eventually it gets so bad to a point where there's going to be a revolution. It's just a matter of time. Hell, just look at the not Greek, but Greece, ancient Greece, ancient Rome. Hell, all happened.
Yep.
If history has taught me one thing,
It's
people
are
like
stupid.
killing each other.
That's what history's taught me. People are stupid.
No, the internet taught me that. I'm just look at lolcats.
Hey, you're still alive.
Yeah, I know.
I would have expected you to die at least once.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, I had practice killing Narga Kuga, you know, I had to make these weapons. Only one way you get these weapons, by not dying too much. And me, with my infinite greed, trying to get that extra hit in when I shouldn't, all the time.
And now you're back in the jungle.
Oh, you're a few seconds ahead of me.
That. Oh, no matter.
Oh well, we'll live. Yeah, Narga Kuga likes to move around. I honestly prefer fighting him up on top of that hill, or you know, it's actually a nest. I think a lot of monsters use it as a nest.
Yeah,
Not sure.
they go there if they get too injured.
Yeah. Well, either that or the cavern areas that you've seen. But I don't like fighting in the jungle areas, and
Because
90%
despite
of
being
the-
a giant black dragon, he blends in really well.
well, that's because of all the foliage in the way. I hate the old jungle so much. But yeah, you know, the fact that he is dark, and the jungle areas are fairly, you know, it has fairly dark colors. Lots of dark browns, and at a distance you get the dark grays to blacks on the stone surfaces. So, you know, he does blend in very well. And that's kind of the problem. That's kind of the, I would say that's the difficulty modifier by doing this mission. Of course, I'm a completionist, so I have to do all the missions. OCD demands.
That's your fault.
Yeah. Luckily, I got that tail cut, so I did not, you know, die.
Yeah.
This one area here isn't that bad of a spot to fight, just because there isn't as much foliage. But I can live without. And I really shouldn't be chugging that many potions, but you know, I can never wait for the red health to fill out. I don't have the patience for that, and I don't dare do it because I know I'm bad.
Better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. I know Heat Wizard, he always waits for the red health. But he's a fool, I tell you. A fool! And specifically for this video, I'm just aiming for the breaks that I didn't get in the previous Narga Kuga fight, the urgent version. And lovely camera. Though granted, I should probably have been using like a fire weapon, just because Narga is so weak to fire. It's kind of pathetic. I still got hit by that anyways, but at least I didn't get hit by the tail, I just got hit by the air effect. Or I would have been dead. Possibly.
There are a lot of things that should have killed you.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. But I did die to Blangos. Don't know if you saw that video.
No.
Oh, it was one of the first videos where I died to a critter. I died to a monkey critter.
Yes, it's almost done. It's almost done.
It was very pathetic, and I will never live that down. So you know, it's kind of like
We all have
joke.
things we'll never live down.
Well, I mean, at least I haven't been killed by a Kelby before. So right now, basically, I'm trying, with air quotes, to try to get the head break, because I didn't get that the last time.
And it's not going well.
Oh, it's going alright, I guess. And also, I'm trying to go for that. It would be my right, but my right of his wing break, because I did get that the last time. Also, he's angry. He doesn't like me. He doesn't like me poking and stabbing him.
Or shooting him.
Well, I don't think the shooting him part is hurting him too much. Let's be honest, I'm doing no damage with the normal shot type and a level 3 gun lance with no gunnery king.
Good point.
The gunning is just to reset my combo, which is really handy, let's be honest. It's better than, in my opinion, if you have a monster and you know you're not going to get attacked for a while, then gun lancing can do some respectable. It can actually do a lot of damage just by how quickly you can reset your combo and keep stabbing. With the lance, you got the more mobility, and honestly, I prefer more of the mobility than anything. And usually, you also have a longer lance weapon, so you can hit better. And
yeah, I noticed this lance is kind of short.
oh, all gun lances are pretty short. There's some that are shorter than others, though. But yeah, gun lances are just really short, and you only get one back hop or a sidestep compared to a lance's 3. And the only way I can do a diagonal up stab, which is really problematic with a lot of monsters, is if I go behind the shield and do the weak pokes, so I'm doing almost no damage. I'm just getting mauled.
That sucks.
Yeah. But,
And he's just hopping around.
oh yeah. I'm doing absolute atrocious. I'm atrocious at this, yeah. But at least you can, as you can see, like, this area is not bad to fight in because, you know, the lack of foliage everywhere. There's some, but I can see what he's doing. But to get back to what I was talking about.
And now he's running.
What was I talking about? God damn it. Ah! Memory of a goldfish! Oh, there we go, I broke the head.
Goldfishes have really good memory.
Not mine. I don't have goldfish. Let's be honest. I lied. I
used to
don't
have
have
goldfish. Terrible things happen to them.
Cats.
No. Their eyes popped out.
Ah! Why?
I think it was just a disease that the type I got has. They just...
Well, it's terrible.
So he is completely blind.
Oh.
The other fish guided him to the food. We're thinking it was probably because they're sorry, because I think they may have ate his eyes.
Ugh.
Fish are cruel.
Yeah, well, that's what fish are. I don't think they... I think they just act on pure instinct, let's be honest here.
No, because the Mythbusters actually trained their fish. Yep, to test the fish memory thing, they actually trained them.
Well, still, for the most part, I'm pretty sure it's just instinct, and then what they learn... I mean, it's kind of like an instinct thing, too. Like, you learn through repetition, and then that becomes instinct. Kind of like how people have bad habits.
Yeah. And you're still fighting this thing, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise the video would be over.
Yeah. I am bad at Monster Hunter. No, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I was talking about the lances and gun lances now. No, I missed the diagonal stab with the regular lance. Because if a monster is tall enough, I can whiff with all my attacks and occasionally hit the feet. And that's all I can ever hit. You see what my problem is with that?
Yeah.
Like, take a Rajang, for example. I can just barely hit the legs. But otherwise, all my attacks will go between their legs, and it'll be horrible and embarrassing. Oh well.
And now Nargacuga's angry again.
Yep. But that's also why for high rank I decided, you know, I will be focusing on a few more weapons, you know, like just specializing more than just with the gun lance. Like if it was just multiplayer and I'm playing with other people, they can compensate for my suck. But or they can compensate for me using a really bad weapon.
But you're not playing multiplayer right now.
No, I'm playing single player, so like, and plus I'm using a pacifist cat, so he's not ever gonna attack. Yeah, this time I didn't screw myself over by on purposely bringing a bomb cat to make it harder. Every time you do a sonic attack near Nargacuga, when he's just about to attack or in the middle of attack, he enrages. So if you have a bomb cat throwing bombs left and right all the time, Nargacuga is permanently enraged throughout the entire fight. It's pretty deadly.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be like a hard mode run.
The only reason why you would ever want to enrage Nargacuga is because you can't use pitfall traps on Nargacuga unless he's enraged. But thankfully I can actually kill Nargacuga a lot faster now. I also think that the Nargacuga in the old jungle, I want to say they scaled up the hit points for it. I could probably take a look at the mission list, because online somebody made an FAQ showing how much health each monster has in high rank in single player.
Oh,
But
that's Spurgy.
well, no, it's not really spurgy. You can actually download, say, a hack or something like that that will show you the amount of health they have left in numbers. And that's how they can make all the calculations of how much your damage your weapons do, etc., by looking at how much health.
So again, Spurgy.
Well, it's actually really nice to know. But the important thing is because there are actually several monsters in high rank that are G rank difficulty. Because the developer thought, well, you know what, this is an optional mission. Why not give them a G rank monster where they only have high rank weapons?
Give them a taste of how badly they're going to be murdered.
Well, they don't even give you G rank items, they just give you high rank items, which is the kicker. So it's just... it's a kick to the face. It's not fair. They will deal as much damage as a G rank monster, and they will have just as much health. And G rank is multiplayer only, so you have a monster that is designed for 4-man multiplayer, a difficulty higher than you are. That's not fun. That's a good challenge, I guess. There's only 2 monsters I can think off the top of my head that are like that. And one of them I'll mention when I get to it, because it is actually 9-star. And supposedly, like, the one Garuga that's in high rank is actually a G rank Garuga. And that would actually explain why he hurts so much and will not die when you're fighting him. That explains why I do so terribly every time I do that fight.
Oh hey, you finally beat him.
Oh, you're that's right, you're that far in the mission. Yeah. You must have pushed, you probably pushed play when I said 3 during the countdown.
Maybe.
Who knows? Either way.
It doesn't really matter.
No. See, I didn't even die this time!
For once.
For once! A slight amount of competence! Oh, I didn't die in the Kieran
I wouldn't say
either.
competence, but...
Well, it's a step in the right direction, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's better.
I don't think this is a G-rank Nargacuga. I think the difficulty is mainly just because you don't have any room to maneuver in, and you can't see what's going on. I think that's where the difficulty comes from.
It doesn't help that he brought a gun lance.
No. Regular lance, then I probably would have been doing better. Because I have more mobility. And can do better damage. I don't know, like... But really, the weapons you want to bring, like... The weapon I prefer to bring to Nargacuga is longsword.
Why would you bring anything other than a longsword?
Hammer's also supposed to be really good too. Like, if you want to get wing breaks, hammer's the way to go because I think to even damage the wings you need white or purple sharpness with a cutting weapon, but for hammer you can go with blue sharpness or something like that. So, you know, like... anyway, we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.